Foreman. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down after a very... They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. And that is caught by the tight end, Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed from a yard out. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A carry for Foreman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
He's ready today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gone!
They'll run with Foreman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Gone!
On third down, Jackson. And incomplete here on third down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This from 42 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, on.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Smith throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Smith finding his big tight end read for a Redskins first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. It's brought in by Harris. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Maurice Harris, 26 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now it's the backup Kaiser. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Flex round! Flex round! 4 down. Check. Come on, let's go! Spread 38! Spread 38! Right there.
Second down, Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check. Watch 54. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Flex round! Check. Flex round!
Third and long for Kaiser. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Flex round!
They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Spread 38!
Second down, Brissett. Flush to his right. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go! Spread 38! Spread 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Go, go, go!
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. They'll try to throw now. Brissett finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
A second down throw for Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
Brissett. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Open man is Switzer complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
Dancing to his left. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Kaiser showing what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ohio! 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 Right, 56, right there, right there. Ohio! Ohio! Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Ohio! Ohio! Hey, hey, watch. Ohio! Ohio!
Kaiser on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Kaiser now. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially. Touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Brissett now on 2nd down, sliding out of the pocket. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Kaiser to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Out of his end zone, Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he leaped over him. Had a little bit of daylight. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Brissett on 1st down. Harris has it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Brissett on 3rd and 2, being chased out left. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Hopkins. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper foot.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hopkins. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A second down throw now for Kaiser. Buying time to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On play action, Kaiser. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Kaiser over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They run with Logan. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Kaiser, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Sam Cook now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Hopkins, and he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. On first down, Hopkins, and that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Hopkins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Hopkins, throw left side, complete. It's Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now let's go! 319!
third down. Hopkins, he'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Kaiser. He's going to look deep for Perriman. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Flex round! Flex round!
3rd and long for Kaiser. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here come the Redskins now. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Redskins on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch him now, Barney! Set! Blue line!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now the backup Boykin, his first throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Hopkins. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Detroit!
to throw on third down. Hopkins. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun, Hopkins. And no, it's incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on fourth down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great. Shape.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it here with Logan. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Boykin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing here, Boykin on 1st. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Boykin will throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing again here, Boykin. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Boykin looking to go to the air again. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Bibbs. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hopkins. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Hopkins. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we're now playing. Playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Detroit! Detroit!
He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Set. 3-19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Bibbs. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too